Actually, I'm going to turn that off because I didn't realize that intro said, "Are you ready to write?" Because we're not writing today. So, um, that's so funny. I just thought it was something like it's counting down. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it said, "Ready to write." Hello, welcome. Welcome to our book talk. Yay! I swear I meant to put on a cute Christmas sweater, do my makeup. I meant to be cute here. I had to rapid finish the book. So that is unfortunately why I look less than festive today. But I'm still here. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about Christmas as we know it, because this was our read along. Let me turn on that ring light. We have some decent-ish lighting to eliminate the. You know what? I'm festive in the red rosy cheeks, the cute red blanket, the green background. We've got a little bit of Christmas going on. You can see a peek of the Christmas tree. Is there a way that we can angle this so that more of it is showing? Let's see. Nope. I guess not. Not really. So this is in the way. I can move this. Maybe. Okay, how does that look? Oh, beautiful. Oh, stunning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hang on, shoot. Ugh. Okay, welcome. Hey, hi, hello. So let's ask first, have we all finished, or is there some of us who are, not quite finished yet? I was not sure I was going to finish. I had a full week and I still did not get it finished until literally minutes before the sprint started. So I'm the kind of person who doesn't do well with a long deadline. I'm somebody who needs to have short deadlines. So that's why I started it today and finished it today. Love that for me. I meant to start a little vlog clip of this so we can have it for the vlog. But I'm curious if you read it, and if you didn't read it, if you're here just to hang out, tell us too. That's fine too. That's okay too. And let me know if this was your first time reading it, or if you've read it before and this was a reread for you. Because I know a lot of people said that they joined this read along and it was a reread, so that's super fun too. But let me know. Hello. I'm glad you guys can make it. Hello. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Today's been a busy day so far. And it's not over. After this, I still have quite a few things to do on my plate still, but I love a busy day though. Busy days kind of make me feel very productive. So it's been a good day. Am I ready for Christmas? I think so. I think I have everything bought that needs to be bought, and I think everything is wrapped that needs to be wrapped. So I think I'm ready. How are you guys ready? Does anybody else have any last minute gifts to buy? I think I've got everything set. I don't know. I don't really have that many people to buy for this year. It's kind of just my parents, and I already gave my cousin a gift. So I have my brothers, but they tend to buy what they want, and I just give them money. we tend to do that with each other because we're all bad gift givers, and what we like is so specific. They like certain things for their video games, like things you buy in game, and I can't buy that for them, obviously. So they just buy what they want and then transfer money. It's not as festive, but it is easier that way. But I'm so glad you liked it. Okay, so I will say, sorry if this keeps rocking. I don't know why it is, hang on, sorry. I don't know why it's not steady today. Normally when I touch the desk, it doesn't move too much. There. That's better. Strange. I don't think I've properly reread this book for at least a year. I don't remember for sure if I reread it last December or not. part of me thinks I did, but then again, I don't think I did. Like, I don't know. But I forgot how much like Christmas cheese there is in this book. like the verbiage is very much so like I can't even think of a example. But like I kind of figured that I'd be able to flip to a random page and find it because there's just so many like Christmassy, wintry lines, they're fun. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in the first like 2 chapters, and I was like, whoa there. Calm down on the Christmas sort of like lingo. But it made for a very fun time because I feel like the thing that I love most about Mimi is how she is so like over the top obsessed with Christmas. Like she likes Christmas to an almost unhinged level. Like wearing all the cute little Christmassy outfits and decorating for Christmas, and her winter is over because she has to go to Florida for Christmas and she doesn't get snow. And I feel like I am not that person. I don't think I've ever been that person. And sometimes I like to model like a little bit of the main character after me. For her, I don't think we're really similar in that regard. But I do think the one thing we're similar with, and I really, really saw it when I was reading it through, because so it was the scene where she comes in, she goes to Jason's house when they're wanting to decorate for Christmas, and Jason and Claire is there, but it's only them two. And she's like distraught, sort of. She doesn't like the fact that Claire bought a Christmas tree and all this stuff. And I'm like, and then she was talking to Taylor later on. Taylor's like, you just like things the way you expect them. Like you have a vision in mind of what it's supposed to be like. And when it's not that way, like it's not good for you. Like it's hard for you to reconcile that. And I'm like, that is so me. I am so that way that if I have a plan and that it doesn't go according to plan, I malfunction. I almost like it's almost like I can't move forward unless we go back to the plan that I had originally. And so I could see myself in that. I don't necessarily know if I intended, like I wrote her purposefully that way, like about me. Because I feel like that's something I didn't really realize until somewhat recently about me, but that's probably one of our main similarities, is that she's just not great with change. I personally am not either. Hence why she melts down because she has to go to Florida for Christmas. But personally, yeah, I am not good with change. But yeah, I'm curious if any of you like love Christmas to that extreme, or if there's any other kind of aspect that seemed similar to. These kind of book talks are fun, but I do feel a little awkward because it's my book that we're talking about. Like, I feel like I'd have a lot more fun of a time if it was somebody else's book, if we could just talk about it, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go slow, be casual, and we'll just have fun that way. The way I was so ready for Ready Sprint. Oh my gosh. If I don't know if you're on Patreon, but I'm having a Patreon sprint at 7. If anybody's on Patreon, don't forget. We're going live at 7 for some writing. And I'm excited about that. I've literally, but like I don't think I'm going to be writing because my list of things to do today is very long still. That I think it will be not writing. Actually, I'm going to run to my email really quick and see what the questions that I posed to that are. Because I had sent questions and now I forgot them. But, okay. So let me just get to the bottom of the comments and then we will go back to those, I don't know, those questions. But I finished the book this morning. Love that. How long did it take you? I'm curious. How long did it take you? I finished last night at 11:45. And I'm curious, too, how long did it take you? When did you start reading? Curious, curious. I was kind of afraid that 1 week for a readathon, read-along, whatever it's called, wouldn't be as, like, good because I think in the past I think I did a week for the other books, didn't I? Right? Because I did a read-along with the Love and Fenton County books. I think I did 1 book a week. But if we were to do a read-along for the Most Likely To series, I do think I might have to do longer than a week because those are beefy books. Those are beefy. So I don't know how we would do it, but I've been wanting to do a read-along of that book. But that also means I have to figure out how to combine it into a kind of one Kindle collection copy like I did with the Love and Fenton County series. So more logistics to figure out before we get to do that, but it possibly is coming soon. We'll see. You didn't finish it yet. You're just here to hang out. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm on chapter 18. Almost there. Yes, almost there. Almost there. What is chapter 18? I'm curious. 16, 17, 18. Oh, 18's a good one. 18's a good one. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you think of it. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far. Oh, and I just saw one. We just started 11 minutes ago, so you haven't missed anything really. I think the only question I've asked so far was if anybody had similarities to Mimi at all. My similarity is that I'm also a control freak like she is, but that's the only one a question I've asked for. And I don't know how long this is going to go. Probably, I have 3 questions to ask. So if we get to the end of the questions and we have nothing more to chat about, that'll be the end. But yeah. Let's see. It was a reread. My memory is so bad. It almost felt like a first read. Well, that's fun though. That's fun when that happens. When like you can't really remember things and then it feels like it's the first time reading it again. So fun. I forgot how much I miss / how much I love the friends to lovers dynamic. I haven't written a friends to lovers in so long. Is Dream at the Boy Next Door technically friends? They're not friends. Ava and Reed, they're not friends. Building of the Bad Boy is not friends to lovers. Teaching the Teacher's Pet is not friends to lovers. Have I really only ever written friends to lovers twice? I've forgotten how much I love the friends to lovers dynamic. There's something so like adorable and romantic about the idea that someone who's been with you your whole life like is suddenly a love interest to you. Like to me, that is so cute, especially paired with the whole grumpy sunshine dynamic. I feel like I really just loved the I just said the word dynamic, but the dynamic again between Mimi and Jason. And it just was fun. It just was fun. And I am still spoilers. I'm sorry, I probably should have said that at the beginning, but I do think I said this was a spoiler chat. I still cannot believe I wrote this book to have her end up with Bentley. I just genuinely can't believe it. Like, and I sent it to betas. And I was like, this is a book. And all the betas were like, dude, she's not supposed to be with Bentley. Like, nobody liked the book because they're like, she doesn't belong with Bentley. And like, I kind of almost want to like open up the first draft. Should we do that? Should we look at the very, very, very first draft of Christmas as We Know It and see how it was? I haven't looked back in forever, if I ever have. I'm not. I wish I was because I need to write chapters. Oh, to be on Patreon. I get to. 2 days. Started Friday. Love it. I started a few days before the readathon. Awesome. Well, guys, it didn't take you long at all. Most Likely To is such a good series. I just have to read Fake Dating the Football Player. That's a good one. I think that's actually one of my favorites out of that one. I think so. Fake Dating the Football Player and probably probably Rebellion of the Bad Boy. The last 2 are probably my favorite ones, I think. I just really love Fake Dating the Football Player because it has a trope kind of that I've never like dabbled in before, but it's very popular in K-dramas, and I eat it up. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. I think this was just because we just started. Yay! Friends services is sweet. It's so sweet, and it's so feel good, and it's so like warm and fuzzy, and I just love it. I mean, a lot of the like enemies to lovers is good too, but like I feel like if I ever need something to warm my soul, give me a friends to lovers. Just give it to me. My friends to lovers is so good, but Two Kinds of Us and Dream Me About the Boy Next Door are my favorites. I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, I really love those two. I mean, I feel like I love all of my books, obviously. I feel like I kind of have to. But I feel like I definitely am the most, like, the proudest of the newer ones, obviously. Hopefully, you know, like, you get better the more you write, and I definitely feel like I've gotten better the more that I write. Out of the Fenton County series, I do think Out of My League is my favorite, and then Two Kinds of Us is a close second. But for the most likely twos, I do think it's Fake Dating the Football Player. And this is to Jason, I think, the Jason Bentley thing. I remember your dilemma with the love interest. I really can't imagine Jason. I know. I don't know. We'll have to go look. We'll have to go look. Because I can't remember. I think some things happened in the first draft that it was Bentley doing it, but I changed it to Jason doing it to make it work more. But there was banter and stuff that really was peak. Like, it stayed Jason. It started as Jason and ended as Jason. That is just Two Kinds of Us. I almost started crying for them. I feel like that was my first dabble to sort of more like, well, then again, my character's parents died in the other ones, but like serious topics involving the love interest and the main character. That was really fun. That was a really fun one to write. That was a really good one. Okay, let me look at my. Actually, while I do that, I'll ask a question. What was your favorite scene or chapter between, like, for the characters? Technically, I wrote what's your favorite moment between the characters, but what was your favorite chapter? Was there a specific scene that stood out to you? Curious. My favorite one that I wrote. I'm gonna try and multitask. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. My favorite one that I wrote. You know, it was corny. Not corny. It was a little cringy for me to reread it. And I think it's kind of cringy of a thing to happen. It's kind of like one of those moments that happen in movies that you're like, I would never do that in real life. But like, I think it could happen to somebody. I don't know if I would have done it with my guy best friend, but I loved the awkwardness of Mimi and Jason role playing what Mimi would say to Bentley. I don't know. There's something so awkward and like I just ate it up. It was so fun for me to read it. Like, I was cringing a little bit, but I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cute." Like, and then like when he pretended to be respond how Bentley could respond, I'm just like, it was that sort of like cute. It suited like the Christmas like romance genre. I feel like. Because, like, there are scenes in Christmas movies where you're just like, oh, yeah, great. That's how I kind of felt. But I was just like, So that was fun. That was fun. I think that was my favorite scene in the book, I think. I love the scene at the hospital when Mimi was getting her stitches. Jason was so sweet then. Every moment when he talked about my hair back. The hair tucking is one of my favorite things. And I'm curious to see, I definitely don't think that was something that was in the first draft. Better not have been, because otherwise I'm a stupid head for not seeing that it was supposed to be Jason in the first place. But that was something really cute that I tried to like put in. Also, I was a little shocked by how like I had incorporated so every time there was like a scene where the one that's sticking out in my memory is when Jason and Mimi are underneath the mistletoe for the first time, and he's like, who put that up? And she like backs away from him and she's like, oh, I did for Bentley. And I don't remember the phrasing I did, but it was something like he kind of looked horrified standing under it with her. But I loved how like it was so subtle how I did it that I was shocked. There was something like she thought he was horrified at the thought of them, the two of them underneath the mistletoe, but he was most likely horrified at the thought of her and Bentley under the mistletoe together because he's liked her. Jason has liked her for this whole thing. So I'm like, I kept picking up little moments like that where she thought he was annoyed about something else or like, uncomfortable about something else. But knowing his headspace or like assuming his headspace, he was uncomfortable at the idea of her and Bentley. And I'm like, I feel like I did, it's fine. It's awkward for me to talk to toot my own horn like this, but for me personally, I was happy that I had done that kind of like subtly. I feel like I kind of did it a little bit subtly, a little bit on the nose-ish, but I feel like I personally enjoyed reading those little lines and stuff because I don't remember actively writing to be subtle. I don't usually plan that far ahead, Back then, things just kind of worked out a little bit unintentionally at times. I don't know if I was that intentional with making his feelings that subtle. But I feel like if you didn't kind of know, like obviously there's an idea because like we see her crushing on him kind of early, like having interesting feelings for him kind of early. So obviously, you know, I'm losing my train of thought as I'm speaking, and that is the worst. But anyway, I liked that aspect. But so like the tucking in the hair thing, I like how that kind of evolved, and it started off as something that she kind of always, blew off, and then suddenly it's like, oh, this is sweet every time he does it. I don't know. When she brushed her finger under his lip in the second, the when they were role playing, right? That's when that happened. That's it. I swear, it's so awkward, and like that sort of awkwardness, I just eat it right up. I'm like, give me the awkwardness because I feel like I'm an awkward person. So whenever a character does something awkward and like the main character is not smooth, they're not well spoken, they're not witty, like I love that because I am not witty. I am not smooth. I'm very much so an awkward dweeb. So to see somebody like else be awkward and to channel that, I love it. I love it. Jasmine, hello. Leaning into genre is the only way to make a Christmas themed anything. There are no half measures. Yeah. Oh, to nail. I agree. You kind of have to lean into it, make it a little bit corny and cheesy and fun. That's how it is fun when you really just lean into it. Oh, it's open on this. It opened on this screen. So I also forgot the first title for this was The Secret Santa Sabotage. And so what was the plot? There was a secret Santa. Shoot, what was the plot? I started the first draft August 8th of 2021. Did I publish this in 2021? I did. No way. I did not publish this in 2021. I couldn't have. It must have been 2022. Was it 2021? Did I have that done that fast? What is this? Final copy. I'm sorry. I can't really share my screen either because it's not. Hang on. What is this called again? Christmas as We Know It? No, that's the only document I have. It's called Christmas Story. Unless. Y'all, did I write that fast? Hang on. Anyway, I'm gonna go. We'll come back to it. Also, while I'm talking, let's ask one more question. How did the Christmas setting influence your enjoyment of the story? Did the festive atmosphere make the romance feel more magical? Or do you think the relationship would have developed the same way without the holiday backdrop? That's a strange question. I had my mom help me put together questions. I think I personally liked the Christmas backdrop. I think it worked well. I don't think I would have. I mean, obviously, it's almost too impossible to dissect Mimi and Jason away from Christmas. I'm almost kind of curious what Mimi is like in the summertime, like because Christmas and her just kind of feel like they go hand in hand. Like, how does she exist in the summer? I don't know. That's strange. I can't even picture it. The chemistry is so good. I think Christmas or not, they would have. I agree. It just took a little time. Took a little bit of time. That's okay. Let me share my screen. You know what? I'll share the. You might not be able to see it depending on how clear the quality is. It might be a little bit blurry, but TSSS Chapter 1, The Secret Santa Sabotage by Sarah Sutton. I can't believe I ever thought that worked. That's so embarrassing. Okay, I don't think I can. Can I zoom in a little bit? I can. But don't try to read it because I'm going to be, I mean, you can try, but I'm going to be scrolling. So like you might get a little bit nauseous. So what is she doing here? She's making the cards to pull for the Secret Santa. Yes. Went back and forth with my morals. Good Mimi, evil Mimi. Guns were drawn. That's fun. She wants to pull Bentley's name on purpose, I believe, is what she's doing here. Because every year I hope for one special name. And I think in this draft, I'm pretty sure Bentley has always been in the friend group. For the past 3 years since Ben joined the fray, yes. And she calls him Ben, not Bentley. Interesting. So yeah, the whole thing with Secret Santa Sabotage is she tries to sabotage by making it so she pulls Bentley's name. I think she pulls Claire's name, to be honest. I think that's how I had written it. We still have the younger sister. We still have what did Jason get you last year? String embroidery floss. Cute. That made it into the final draft. That's adorable. Yeah, let's see. I'm pretty sure somebody comes to her window here. Let's see. There's only 9 pages to this draft. Not really sure about that. To this document, I should say. Yes. Creeper tapping window was Bentley Owens. Bentley comes to her window. Okay, I don't want the very first draft, though. I mean, I do, but like, I remember here, he's out for a walk. I thought, look, you went if you're in your room, like a 12 soccer. Like, there's not just, like, it's okay. There's just not much chemistry, And, like, it kind of never really picked up any speed either. Let me see if I can grab a document that's more finished. Because then I can scroll and I can find a scene with Jason in it. You know what I mean? So this is TSSS 2. This one only has... this one has 152 pages. Is this the final draft? Let me go to the end and look. Oh my gosh, it is! Stop it. Stop it. 42,000 words. Interesting. And when did I start this one? I'm curious. Get info. I started this one August 5th, 2021, and I last modified it September 8th of 2021. Man, I wrote this fast. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Let me see. What was the last question I had? Did any of the holiday traditions in the book remind you of your own? Oh, yeah. Were there any Christmas activities or moments that felt nostalgic to you? Was there anything that you did? Do you guys decorate for Christmas as a family with your friends? Do you do gift exchanges? Do you meet up for, curious? I don't really have holiday traditions. We don't really have holiday traditions. We used to meet up on Christmas Eve. my whole family, but we are not doing that this year. But you know, yeah. So the first chapter is the same. Um, uh, he comes to her window. They talk. Second chapter. Oh yeah. Hang on, I'll share my screen. And it's so embarrassing. Like, how did I not see? Because even this movie Candy Canes, like that's the same. You know, of her and Jason. That's the same. His pessimism matched my optimism though with a refreshing contrast. This is the same. This is in the final draft. And it's like, okay, we are already comparing her to the best friend. You know. And like this is the same too, his dialogue where it's grandma number 2. Like he's funny, he's witty, you know. Um this is like mostly the same, except for this. Bentley stopped by my house last night. Why he didn't sound particularly interested in the answer. It's perfectly set up for him to have a secret pining crush. You know? Perfectly set up. And I'm almost curious, like, where did we leave Jason? Like, what happened to Jason? You're so embarrassing. Like, he's definitely more like, you know, you're so embarrassing, disappointedly. Like, he's definitely more like not into her, obviously, but also it's like, why are you friends with her then if you don't like her that much? Jason has no idea what true fashion is. I mean, thank God for that. That's the same, except that he's sitting next to Bentley, and I don't know. Let's scroll to chapter 3. Because I'm just curious. Hang on. Or actually, let's search Jason. I'm just curious how much Jason is in this. Place his head on the table. Trying to grab a few more minutes. Oh, and then instead of the winter thing, they had the Secret Santa. So Bentley's like, "Do you want to join our Secret Santa?" And it's kind of strange because like Bentley's just being nice, but in this draft, she's supposed to like Bentley, and Bentley's supposed to like her back. So it's like, how does this tie into he's just being nice? We just see him be nice, you know? I don't know. It's also just odd. It's odd for her to have such an intense crush on somebody who's in her friend group. You know, he got me embroidery floss, and it was perfect. Like, come on. It's really embarrassing to me that I sent this draft to betas. Like, we'll look at the end. We'll look at the end together. I just want to see all the Jason stuff that we got. Wait, who asked that? Who asked if she was okay? Oh no, it's Bentley. Okay. No. Jason's in here 178 times. I use his name 178 times. What? She. Hang on. I don't know. I just can't believe that I had to be told, Sarah, Jason is the one. You know? Interesting. Because I'm curious, so much of the final draft revolves around Jason, like decorating Jason's house, Jason's dad, and she has to go to Jason's house and, you know, be there for her best friend. Like, what else happens? I'm so confused. I don't know. Wait, what is this? She has to jerk away from him to be unsuspicious as possible. Why were you suspicious with Jason? She squeezed the material of Jason's coat. What? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, let me scroll to the middle. Bloop. Also, sorry, I also don't want to ignore the chat. This is amazing. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to look back. Crazy to look back, but Something that brought back memories in the past from elementary school friends. Same. I actually modeled it. There's a hill that like is at a park. Oh, she talks to Santa. That's kind of fun. Weird, but fun. There's a park, not near my house really, but like kind of. And I kind of in my mind's eye modeled it after that park for this book. So that was you know, that was fun to bring that back, those sort of memories. I think Jason was a very grumpy for me. Sunshine. I completely agree. I can't even imagine her being with Bentley. Like, come on. I'm pretty sure her and her mom were grouchier. Oh, Claire's last name was not Tilly. It was Glimmer. Glimmer? That's a weird last name. Don't understand. But let's see. She goes to Bentley's house. Wait. Is Bentley the one that has an angsty nighttime? That's kind of cute. Stop. I just drove past your house. There's a creeper standing outside your window just staring, and she's talking about herself. And he goes, hopefully she doesn't realize that my front door is unlocked. That's kind of cute. Okay. That's kind of adorable. Okay, no. He seems relatively unsad. He wanted me to stay. Interesting. Okay. Wait, she goes up to his room, though? Interesting. They won't poke fun like Jason might. She keeps bringing it back to Jason. I knew, apparently, even though I knew in like a subconscious way, I mean to say. He is in a weird mood tonight, so maybe that's kind of where my Jason channeling came from. But like, he's not like that sad. Jason was very sad. Jason was a very sad boy. Did you just hear my mom sneeze? That was pretty lame. They're going to see Christmas lights? How lame is that? Which is also like, I get why people didn't like this book because, oh my gosh, it's so boring. Maybe you're so immersed in Mimi, you also thought you liked Bentley. I think I did. Because, like, I guess realistically, Jason's not in here that much. She talks about Jason a lot. But give me 1 second. She just talks about him a lot. But Jason Ewan, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's not present that much. Interesting. Does she still get hurt? Are we at the hill? But I do think I must have been like, because I was holding on to Bentley too. I kind of want to go back and rewatch that vlog footage because I was holding on to her and Bentley. Jason still comes with Claire and she's upset. Traitor. Okay, see, girly pop. And do they walk separate too? Claire, come on, you should see this hill. Now that Bentley had pointed it out. Oh, so Bentley also pointed out the Taylor and Mateo thing. She talks to Jason for a second. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. So they still have that conversation. It's just not. But like, also, why would she be mad if she didn't like Jason? You and Claire, I swear. If we're done having our super boring conversation. Oh, Jason. That's funny. I love how baffled you are. You sus with Jason? What were you doing? Where the caffeine is not caffeinated. Word, that's correction. See above notes. I'm like stupefied, to be honest. But that's what I get for trying to draft a book in a month. You know what I mean? But then again, there are so many uh, uh, drafts of this, I have to kind of pause to see. Okay, she still gets hit. Interesting. So they're in the emergency room on Christmas Eve. Is it? It's not Christmas Eve. The book's almost finished, by the way. Look at that. We're kind of nearing the end. Okay, so we didn't even we skipped right over the stitches scene. Ah, wow. I'm curious when I decided to make the change. So we'll check on that next, but and I'm still trying to hang on to the Secret Santa aspect, which is very much so not as fun as the Winter Wonderland aspect. I think if done right, the Secret Santa could have worked well, but not for these characters and not for this storyline. Let me scroll. From here on out, we're just BSing this. That's so funny. My editing notes. Don't we love them? Okay, so now we suddenly like Claire. She could put up with... Okay, it's fine. So they exchange gifts, and I'm pretty sure Bentley buys her something. What did he buy her? But what is it? Did I miss what it is? Oh, it's a bracelet making kit with several different kinds of beads and floss. That's what Bentley got her. Huh. I mean, it's nice. But then hang on, wait. Where is that line? I just read it. Like, he knew me. Yeah, anybody. I'm telling you, he knew me well enough for the perfect present. Anybody could have told you that a bracelet making kit is the perfect present for Mimi. Like, anybody could have guessed that, honey. It comes as no surprise. Look at Jason so many times on this page. Jason. There was the last scene. The last scene is them together, her and Bentley. It's just so boring. Oh, it's boring, guys. Oh my goodness. Hang on. So now I'm curious. Where I am so unimpressed. No. I'm a Mimi and Bentley hater over here. And you should. You definitely should. Hang on one second. My mother is texting me. Because I used to make bracelets. I think but like not seriously. I think I made them a few times, like here and there. And it's fun. It's so fun. You definitely should. I'm kind of bummed that I used bracelets for Mimi, only because like I wanted to use it for like my other Christmas book idea. Bobo, go lay down. She's at the door trying to scratch to come in. But my other Christmas book idea, I had my main character have like a little business, like a little kind of Etsy store-esque business. And like bracelet making would have been perfect. But like I can't do that for 2 Christmas books in a row, But what is this? Jason stuff. This isn't about Jason. It looks like it's just the scene where her and Taylor are wrapping gifts. Yeah. Why is it called Jason stuff? That's all that scene is. There is another draft that says possible rewrite. So what does that say? Oh, that's the opening with her finding out in the drugstore that things are not going to plan. This one's considerably longer. This one's 64,000 words, so 20,000 words more. Let me skim to the end and see where we end up. Possible rewrite, and I rewrote the whole thing. Being in Jason Holloway's arms is worth it by a long shot. So this must be close to the final draft. this must be it. We must be close. I wonder if they still do the Secret Santa. No, this is the same. She's giving him the bracelet, and he's like, I'm waiting my entire life for this. Let me search Secret Santa. No mention of it. So this is it. This was the one that we switched. And actually, there was one more draft before that. The Secret Santa Sabotage is what the full draft is called. This is probably the one that I sent to betas. 111 pages, 30,000 words. Let me see if it's finished. Yes, it's finished at 30,000 words. The actual final draft, 64,000. So 34,000 words more. That's how you know. That's how you know she was with the wrong man. The book was so short. How cute. How fun. I genuinely, it's so funny. That is the book with the biggest amount of changes from draft 1 to the final draft. To completely change love interests. Crazy. Crazy. Let's have bracelets about candles is a great idea. My friend, candles is a great idea. If I switch to candles, you're getting credits. I'll put you in the acknowledgments. Candles is a fantastic idea. I'm gonna write that down. I don't know. I think it can be great. Because like my thing is, I want something. I have a specific scene. It needs to be something that somebody can help her with. So it can't be something that she has to do, like web design. Or, you know, it has to be something that somebody can help her with on a deadline. But candles is a great idea. You're amazing. If I use that, I will put you in the acknowledgments. You're amazing. If I can. Asking permission. But because that's kind of what I need. Something that's like not too hard, you know, but also, you know, not too, I don't know, something that you can still make money off of, somebody would buy. And if you make fun, kind of intricate candles, like if she did like candle molds or something like that, I think that would be fun. That could be fun. It's a good idea. Oh my gosh. Glad you found an apple. Only if I don't wanna, but you know. Anyway, back to this one. I'm also shocked about how much, like, this feels so right to me. Like, I don't look at this book and be like, oh, I would have done that better, or I would have changed that. I feel like all of the plot points happen in like a good succession for the fact that we start a week before Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure this book is only a week long, if I am remembering correctly. So that's like strange to me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like everything progresses at a good pace. Nothing feels too rushed to me. Nothing feels like too slow. I don't know. And I also really liked the kind of subplot with the sister. Subplots are really hard for me because I'm not really engaged in subplots when I like watch TV or read books. Like sometimes family subplots are not like my jam. But I really liked this one. I thought it was realistic, you know, sibling fighting, siblings not getting along. And I don't have any younger siblings, but I kind of really enjoyed channeling that, you know, or I mean, I don't remember how I felt writing it, but I enjoyed reading that. And if I wrote it, I thought I had written it well. So I must have enjoyed channeling it a little bit as I was writing it. So I don't know. Just finished as we were discussing the book for the past 4. Yay! I'm glad you finished it just in time. And it was super cute. And I'm glad you liked it. What was your favorite? What was your favorite scene or chapter or anything like that? I'm curious. Oh, man, you're a fast reader, but I've been talking for almost 15 minutes already. What? Here I thought I'd be stopping this live stream after a half hour because I wouldn't have much to talk about. But I completely forgot the transformation this book has gone through. The Secret Santa Sabotage turning into Christmas as We Know It. I also think the title is just so fun. Christmas as We Know It. Because like Christmas as Mimi knows it. She thinks it's going to change after this year. So cute. And the cover, like thinking back to the cover design, so fun. Like I had the characters commissioned off of Etsy, and then my cover designer found the tree that looks so cute with it, and she did the background in the snow, and it just turned out so cute. This is my very first ever illustrated cover too. That was a really fun experience. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And I also just love the chapter headings. I think I found that vector image off of one of those websites. You can, use things with, like, I have a subscription for it. It's like one of those kinds of websites. What's it called? Deposit Photos, I think. So I love how that turned out with the font and stuff. And oh my gosh, publishing this book was a nightmare because when I did sign copies, I ordered however many signed copies, maybe like 30 or 40, and the headers were missing. And so I had to get clear sticker paper, print it onto that sticker paper, and number every single header in like 30 or 40 books. Let's say 30. Let's downplay it. So that was a nightmare. That was an absolute nightmare. But this was so many memories. It has so many memories. And it was really fun to read back through it. And I want to thank you guys for reading through it with me. It was, I don't know, these kinds of like read along things where we're reading something together is really fun. It's a little hard for me sometimes when it's my book to talk about, but I feel like it's also fun to kind of dive back in and like kind of try to remember how I was feeling when I was writing this book and all the changes books go through from first draft to final. This one especially. So yeah. I do love the scene where she is comforting and crying Jason. That I really like that. I feel like I personally don't typically make my main guy characters too vulnerable at times, but I feel like I really full sent with Jason and making him, crying and just kind of really being real and vulnerable with her. And I loved reading it. I feel like seeing that side of him was exactly what we needed, especially because we have seen him be so grumpy and like irritable. I feel like we had to see him really hurting. And I really liked that. I liked how I did that because I don't often write characters that are like that vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think I've written a book where the main guy cries. But I ate it up. I don't know. I love that for his character, especially because he is so closed off. So I'm glad you liked it too. The book is short and sweet. It feels like it could become a Christmas tradition. Honorable mention to the heart-fluttering moment when Jason tied the bracelet on her wrist. So cute. And then when he was saying, like, did he say he wanted a bracelet that was purple, blue, and red? And then, like, purple is his favorite color, blue to remind him of summer, and red because it's the shade of her hair. I would have died. If a man ever says that to me, I want something to remind me of you because it reminds me of your hair color. I think I would have died. I would have died. And is that the same time she kisses him? I think so, right? He gives her the bracelet. That's the same. Like a few seconds later, she kisses him. Pretty sure, right? And then him later on being like, I wasn't expecting you to kiss me because I swear I would have kissed you back. I'm like, I swear. Jason was the right choice. I'm glad it ended up we found our way back to Jason. I'm really glad. I swear it's fine. I love when she comforts. It's just so good. It's just so good. I eat it up. I also enjoyed me making up with Lexi and Claire. I liked that too. And I really liked, I didn't remember the fact that I gave Claire like a little bit more depth to she normally goes to her mom's for Christmas, but this year she's not. I didn't remember that I had done that. So I really like that everybody in this book kind of had their own stuff to deal with. And that's kind of what made them, kind of real people in a way. Like everybody had their own conflict. Like Lexi had a conflict with her sister because she felt like her sister wasn't giving her enough attention, and Jason had conflict with his parents, and Bentley had conflict because he doesn't like decorating for Christmas, but his mom is forcing him to. Like, I don't know, it was just really fun. It was just really fun. Oh, I liked it as well. I'm heading out, but it was so fun listening to you chat and seeing the early draft was such an awesome bonus. Well, thank you for popping. Well, for hanging out, for staying with us. I really enjoyed chatting with all of you about all of this. It was really fun. It was really fun. And I'm sorry if I was ever awkward. For some reason talking about like my books like this is really, really hard for me. Much harder in person. I can't do it in person. But it's fun to have conversations about books that I loved because like obviously I loved it to write it. So to be able to talk about it with people who have also read it and enjoyed it was it's just a different sort of like happiness, that it just touches my heart. And the fact that it was a Christmas book and it's almost Christmas and it kind of just gives you all the kind of warm fuzzies for the holiday season. I'm just glad you guys were here. Thank you for coming. I don't think I have any more questions. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't awkward. I'm glad. I don't think I have any more questions. That was kind of all that I had set up for. But yeah, thank you for joining me for the read along. So fun. Like I said, I do kind of want to do a read along for the Most Likely To series. So when I get that compiled into a one document thing, like how Love in Fenton County is, I will let you guys know. Keep an eye out on my Instagram. But until then, that is it for the read alongs for the year. And that's we've done all of them this year, right? I mean, the Fenton County and then this one. So, which kind of feels like one era, the Fenton County books and this Christmas book feels like an era. And then the Most Likely To books feel like an era. And then we're in a new era of the Love Brother Champagne Problems kind of section. So that's the end of this era. And now we're moving on to the next. So yeah. But yes, again, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for reading with me. And if you haven't finished yet and you want to chat about it when you're done, feel free to DM me. I am literally always here to talk about books, especially if you enjoyed them. I'd love to hear your favorite moment if you haven't finished yet. So, yeah. I think that's all I got. Thank you guys again for joining me. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, and have a great rest of your holiday season. Hopefully, however you spend these last few weeks of December, you spend them well and happy and healthy. I will be posting videos until the new year, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you, and hopefully we all move into 2025 with a good mindset, positive attitude, healthy loved ones, and we can really make 2025 a good year. So yes, thank you for coming. Love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.